Welcome to the Widowed Mom Podcast, episode 320, The Invisible Ceiling After Loss.
Welcome to the Widowed Mom Podcast, the only podcast that offers a proven process to help you work through your grief, to grow, evolve, and create a future you can truly look forward to. Here's your host, Master Certified Life Coach, Grief Expert, Widow, and Mom, Krista St-Germain.
Hey there, welcome to another episode of the podcast. Packing mania. It continues, coordinating all of the bigger components of the move currently, seeing what I can get done, getting ready, close on the house August 1st, which happens to be the death anniversary of my late husband, Hugo. Interestingly enough, it will be 9 years in August. So those wheels are all in motion, and I'm trying to get a little bit more margin back into my podcast schedule. Usually I record podcasts several weeks in advance. Lately, I've been recording them like the day they are due. So I'm going to record a few ahead of time so I can focus on the move, get that margin back, feel a little more peace around my recording schedule. So I might not be giving you a ton of move updates until it's all over, but thank you for cheering me on. I really do appreciate it. Okay, let's dive into the invisible ceiling after loss. If you have ever found yourself resigned or a little discouraged and believing things like, this is just how life is now, or I guess this is just my new normal, you are not alone. And today I want to talk about something I call the invisible ceiling. It's a quiet but powerful belief problem that can shape your entire future without you even realizing it. So let's talk about what it means, why it matters so much. So first, what is the invisible ceiling? After your person dies, you know this well, so many things change. And you do your best to put one foot in front of the other. And you get through the practical stuff eventually. You hold it together for your kids, your job, your family. And maybe at some point you just start to think, okay, I guess this is just it. And you're not in crisis mode anymore, but you're not really living either. It's like there's an invisible ceiling above you. It's a limit that you didn't ask for, you didn't choose, and you probably can't even see it clearly. You don't remember putting it there, but it's there and you can feel it. And it probably feels just as true to you as the sky is blue, the grass is green. It just feels like it is. So first, I want you to know this is really common. It does not have to be permanent. It does not mean you're doing grief wrong. It doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you. It doesn't mean you're not grateful or strong enough. It doesn't mean anything about you or the life that you are capable of living. What it actually means is that you've just reached the edge of what your current tools and your current beliefs can support. And no one taught you how to navigate something like this. And trust me, no one gave me a roadmap or taught me either. So I am with you in this. So what do? We do our best with what we have. We do our best with what we know. And eventually, we find ourselves in patterns that feel familiar, predictable, but not great. And most of us, sadly, never stop to even consider that the way we think about what's possible for our lives is just a habit. It's not a fact. It's not a fixed reality. It's not an inevitable outcome. It's a habit. We get to believe anything we want about what's possible for us. But the problem is, most of us don't even know that we're that powerful. And we definitely don't know how to start believing new things on purpose. So we just keep living inside the same mental framework, even if it's a story we're not in love with. Even if it doesn't feel amazing, it's familiar. We stay there. We don't even know that we can change. And it's important to remember that what we believe filters what we see. Our brains are always filtering the world. We cannot take in every piece of data all at once, so we have to have a way of prioritizing what matters. And what matters most to the brain, besides survival? What we already believe is true. Right? It's called cognitive bias. So if you believe that your best days are behind you, your brain will start scanning for evidence to prove that. and it will block out evidence that your best days could be in front of you. If you believe that you're stuck, your brain will start noticing things that are evidence of your stuckness. It will not show you how it is untrue that you are not stuck. And not because either one is the whole truth at all. Both are possible. It's because your brain is showing you what matches your beliefs. All right, think about gravity. Think about what you love about gravity. Well, I love about gravity that I don't have to tie my furniture down to keep it on the ground. I love that I don't have to tie myself down to keep myself on the ground. I love that gravity keeps me and the things and people that I care about on the earth. It's lovely like that. Now, think about what you don't like about gravity. I don't like about gravity that if I drop, which I did yesterday while packing, a piece of my grandmother's Christmas china, it breaks. I don't love that about gravity. I don't love that if I lose my balance, sometimes I fall over. Okay. So, gravity, is it good or bad? It's both. How do I want to think about it? What am I looking for related to gravity? This really matters. I know that sounds silly, but it really, really matters. How you think about yourself is like giving your brain a homework assignment to say, hey, brain, go find how this is true. How you think about your life is important because you're literally asking your brain to go find evidence of how it's true. You're literally saying, brain, don't show me anything that doesn't line up with my beliefs. And so you don't see it. And then we repeat the same patterns over and over and over. And this is the invisible ceiling. And you did not do anything wrong to be having this experience. You just haven't been shown truly in a way that it clicks that belief is something that you can learn. That possibility is something that you can create based on the beliefs that you choose to cultivate for yourself. That anything you currently believe about yourself or your life is optional. That you can talk to yourself more than you listen to yourself. If any part of you is listening and thinking, maybe more really could be possible for me, that is enough. Even if you're not sure what you want, even if part of you doesn't believe it yet, even if it's just a very small part that says, oof, curious, I like that, sounds good. This is what I do all day, every day with my clients. I just want you to know that. If it is possible for them, it is possible for you. I love helping widows, smart, capable, high-functioning widows who still feel stuck. Get there, right? Get there to a place of confidence and meaning. I have seen so many women do it. I promise you can do it too. Shameless plug. Go to coachingwithkrista.com. Learn all about your options. If you haven't yet, you really should. Okay, before we wrap up, a little reflection. I want to offer you a prompt to consider. I want you to ask yourself this. What have I stopped believing my life could be like? What have I stopped believing my life could be like? Not what have I stopped believing it should be like? Not what do other people think it should be like? Not what have I stopped letting myself want? But like, truly, what have I stopped believing my life could be like? I want you to live with that question on the back burner. Live with that question in your mind. Let it roll around in there and just notice what comes up. Sometimes awareness is the first crack in the ceiling. Next week, we're going to talk about what to do when you're feeling stuck, what nobody tells you about what it's like to feel stuck. Because now that I've told you it's common, and hopefully you are not shaming yourself if you are feeling like you've hit that invisible ceiling, you're hopefully also starting to believe that it's something you can work with. And I suspect that you're going to want to do that. So don't miss next week's episode. All right. That's what I have for you this week. Remember, I love you. You've got this. Take care. And I'll see you next week. Bye-bye. If you like what you've been hearing on this podcast and want to create a future you can truly get excited about, even after the loss of your spouse, I invite you to join my Mom Goes On coaching program. It's small group coaching just for widowed moms like you, where I'll help you figure out what's holding you back and give you the tools and support you need so you can move forward with confidence. Please don't settle for a new normal that's less than what you deserve. Go to coachingwithkrista.com and click Work With Me for details and next steps. I can't wait to meet you.